If you want more FIFA content from me, I'm now uploading exclusive videos to Patreon. The link for that is down below. And if you want to avoid the random lottery that is FIFA points, you can go straight to the source with u7buy.com. And of course, you can use the code TVM at checkout to get yourself a discount. What is going on, guys? TVM here. Welcome back to another video. I've decided to do a Team of the Week Moments full squad review. I took a bit of flack yesterday, which is really weird because it's just such a FIFA community thing to do. So they announced Team of the Week moments. I looked at it and I criticised it for lack of ingenuity, and people had a go at me. But then if you look at Twitter, all you can see is how boring. How boring is this? Why have they not chosen this card? Why have they chosen this card? And it's like... Anyway, we're going to look through some of the players. In fact, we're going to look through all of the players. Some in more detail than others, and I'm basically going to give you my opinion as to whether I think that they could be worth a pickup, because there are a lot of cards out there, especially in this week's Team of the Week, that don't look very good at face value, and I criticised them yesterday at who the hell is going to want to use these. But actually, I've reviewed 2, maybe even 3 of them by now, and yeah, actually, some of them are not that bad. So, Durich, first player up, 6'6", high work rates, not very good in terms of stats in general, really. And unfortunately, despite the fact that he has 99 strength, good heading, decent finishing, and could possibly emulate Crouch in many ways, I don't think this card is going to be a buy. I actually wouldn't mind picking him up to see if you can get that Crouch feeling from him, because he's only 1 inch shorter than Crouch, and he does have an awful lot of what I would associate with Crouch, you know, good strength and heading, and his finishing is quite good. But yeah, I'd stay clear, to be honest. Hinterseer? No idea. He's a striker, again 6'4", so very Arnautovic feel to him, I guess, especially with the nation as well. Unfortunately, again, just not a card that anyone's going to really use. If he was like 6'6", 6'7", then he'd be a better version of what that other card was. But someone who's 6'6", 6'7", has, obviously, in-game, they're going to have a much taller feel to them, if that's even a thing. Hinterseer is just going to feel like Arnautovic, but a lot slower and just nowhere near as good on the ball, unfortunately. Dwight Gale, 3-star skills, 4-star weight for medium, 5'9". He's got good agility, good balance, very good attack positioning, good finishing. I mean, his agility and balance, like I said, are good. His reactions are actually not bad. I think with that and the pace as well, he actually won't feel that bad on the ball. And like I said, his pace isn't too bad as well. So, to be fair, I would imagine that this is going to be super cheap. Like, that card is going to be discard value, and if you're a Newcastle fan, you'll be happy to pick that up. The reason his dribbling is only 79 is because that ball control and dribbling in itself are really low. The other stats there are actually not bad at all. With a chem style, I can see that being quite a decent card, actually. Like, when I say decent card, if you watch my reviews, we're talking class 3, of course we are. But I think that's usable in a way. I do, like, for a bit of fun at least. Not for foot champs, obviously, but you know what I mean. For a bit of fun, not bad at all. Huntelaar, there may or may not be a meme review coming out of Huntelaar very, very soon on this channel. Great finishing, good strength. Stamina is absolutely shocking. I mean, that's so bad. That is bad for a bag of skips. It really is so bad. I can't get over that. It reminds me of... was it FIFA 17, FIFA 18? Jose Antonio Reyes had an inform card, and it was like 34 stamina or something. It was horrendous. Like, you literally had to take him off at half time because he was completely gassed out. And this is going to be exactly the same situation. Let's be moving on. This card is one that I really want to get hold of. Unfortunately, he's just extinct right now. 5'9", 4-star, 4-star, high medium. I'm guessing he's extinct because the card looks very good. And he's probably got a very low, a low price range. Couldn't think of the word for some reason. 96 acceleration, 95 sprint speed is a great start. Really good shot power. Shot power is a very underrated stat because if you can hit the target and have 96 shot power behind it, chances are you're going to cause a lot more damage than someone who's going to hit the target with 79 shot power. Do you know what I mean? So it's a very underrated stat, and it can result in goals. And it sounds a bit stupid, of course it can, but it can result in a lot more goals being scored for someone who's even got 85 shot power. So I do like that a lot. Good finishing as well for an 84. and decent attack positioning. Very good agility and balance. You literally can't get better. Great dribbling there as well. I'm not bothered about the composure and the reactions on that card. Couldn't care less, because I don't think they mean anything with agility and acceleration and dribbling being that high. I am very much looking forward to getting my hands on that card. It'll either be later tonight, as in I'll get my hands on it. So you'll either see it tomorrow or Saturday. One of those days you will see a review of Makis. Moving on to Funes Mori. Haven't seen this guy for a long time. High medium work rates, 3-star skills, 4-star weak foot. And, I mean, to be fair, that's really well rounded. Excellent finishing and attack positioning, decent acceleration, not great sprint speed, chem style to fix that for sure. Don't really care about the passing too much because he is a striker. He's got really good building blocks for dribbling across the board there. He's sort of low to mid 80s, reactions being really high, and his physicals are insane for an 84 rated card. I like that card. I think that could go a long way, you know. I'm gonna I'm gonna make a note of it because I want to try that, but on the other hand, I want to see his price right now between 13 and 15k. Could even drop when Foot Birthday comes out. He's already an 86 rated striker, points per position. You stick a sniper, Deadeye. Deadeye makes him a 90. You want to improve that pace though, don't you? So a Hunter, 90 rated. I mean, that would be a really good card. Hawk. Hawk isn't bad, although he does already have good physicals, so I don't know if there's any point giving him a Hawk. You don't really need to improve the finishing, so maybe even an engine. Either way, you've got a lot of option in terms of that card. I do like the look of that. Moving on to Cardona. Now, this card is going to be hindered massively by the pace. And I haven't looked at his in-game stats, but I would imagine... No, actually, no, forget it. No, that's not a good card at all. Well, he's a cam, actually. So, maybe? I don't... Let's just skip over that. I don't like the look of that at all. I've used Mount, and if you want to see the review of Mount, you have to check out the Patreon. I'm not putting like desirable cards behind a paywall. The Patreon is there if you're interested in seeing more content. Think of it as a really, 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 really bad Netflix. I'm putting out maybe 2 videos a week on the Patreon right now, player reviews. They're not like long 10-minute videos. They're going to be 5, 6, 7 minutes. They're sort of straight to the point, really. There's not an awful lot of dilly-dally around. There's no suspense or wait for it. This is the player. Bang. I'm just going to show you straight away. And, of course, I have reviewed Mount. Now, while I'm filming this, that video isn't live just yet. It'll probably be live tomorrow. But I have reviewed Mount, so I'm not going to go into too much detail here. I think if you're a Chelsea fan, you'll really enjoy that card. If you're not a Chelsea fan... maybe, maybe not. Check out the Patreon if you're interested. I think, you know, it would be nice if they would have upgraded him a little bit more than 82. But at least we've got a special card of him, I suppose. Fraser, there is a review on the channel already. So again, I'm not going to go into too much detail, but you can see high pace, high agility. You're going to have a bit of fun with him there. But again, check out the review if you want to see an in-depth look at that card. Funes Mori, again, different version, of course. Different player, different human. Medium, centre-back. 3-star weak foot, 2-star skills. Of course, for a centre-back, that's not really that relevant. He's just not very good, is he? You know, it's just one of those, like, he doesn't have legs. His reactions are bad. His composure's absolutely horrendous. If you do believe that stat does anything as a centre-back, not great. His strength is okay, but it could be better. His defensive stats in general, just low 80s. It's just not a good card. Let's move on. Dragowski, goalkeeper, Fiorentina. For Fiorentina, I should say. Again, if you, like, I don't know, if you're a Fiorentina fan, yeah, you're happy about this, but to be honest, all goalkeepers are trash. I will point out, though, and I always say this, and a lot of you already know, but there are some people who don't because I constantly come up against them in games. Do not put a chem style on your goalkeeper. It is a waste of time. If you don't put a chem style on your goalkeeper and you leave him as a basic, then you get a +10 on diving, handling, kicking, reflexes and positioning, and you get a +5 on speed. So this card, with a basic chem style, is 91 diving, 91 handling, 90 kicking, 96 reflexes, 91 positioning, and 57 speed, which is so much better than if you were to put a glove or a wall or whatever the other shield, whatever the other chem styles are. Just do not do it. It is a waste of time. You are cheating yourself out of stats. Pepe Reina, same situation. I mean, that goes into arguably a 90+ rated goalkeeper. I mean, I don't know. goalkeepers, like I said, they're so hit and miss anyway. Let's move on to Debussy. Now, this is a shame with Debussy and the way that they've done the upgrade system, because that card as an 84 becomes a little bit more desirable. He has sort of mid to high 80 stats. He has much better physicals. His pace would be mid 70s. His dribbling would be low 80s, mid 80s. But unfortunately, because they've just kept it as the standard FIFA 20 upgrade path, an 82 rated card, I just don't think anyone is going to really care about that. You're not going to be, unless you pack it untradeable and you use it in a first owner French league team, you're not going to use that card, unfortunately. Koulibaly is a card that you may end up picking up and using, though. High defensive work rate, decent acceleration, again, could do with a little bit of a boost there. Maybe a shadow, just get that acceleration and sprint speed right up. Very good reactions, decent composure, good defensive stats. Heading a little bit off the mark, but again, he's so tall anyway. Well, 6'2", but he feels taller in game because he's got one of those big body types. And he's got insane strength. You should be fine. That's a great card. Big fan of that. Shah. This is almost pointless as well because he does have an 86 player moments card. I think any Newcastle fan who wanted this would have done that player moments card because it wasn't expensive if my memory serves. So chances are you don't care about this because you're not a Newcastle fan. If you are a Newcastle fan, you have a better version. Unfortunately, he just doesn't have legs. His stats, incidentally, are much better than the likes of Funes Mori, but still, it's just not... Again, with a shadow, I suppose you could maybe squeeze out a high 80s rated centre-back, but I don't know. Not really for me, that one. Pepe, of course, he does have a ones to watch, would be an 88 rated card. This card actually looks really good, though. You've got really good agility, great sprint speed, really good finishing, more than capable in terms of passing. His physicals are nice because he's got high stamina. There are a lot of players out there who have terrible strength in terms of wingers. Fraser, Rafa, from this week's Team of the Week alone, have terrible strength. So 73 strength actually isn't that bad at all. You don't need to boost the pace anymore, so you can focus maybe on the physicals. That's a great card. Big fan of that. Nainggolan, I mean, this is a good card as well. I mean, it's not endgame by any stretch of the imagination, but it is still a very, very good, well-rounded card. And if you have the headliner, you're laughing even more. That's an 88 rated central midfield player or cam or whatever you want to use him. I wouldn't personally play him as a cam. He'd be a box-to-box for me. I do really like that, though. I think I've got an 86 Nainggolan. Red pick, maybe. Was it 84, 86, 85? I don't know. I've got a red Nainggolan of some description. I don't know what rating he is, but still, I do like Nainggolan in this game. Very, very good. His agility is a bit on the low side, but as a box-to-box midfielder, bang on. Kevin De Bruyne, the highest rated and the most expensive player in this week's Team of the Week. He's a lot cheaper than I thought he would be, though, in fairness. I thought he'd be a mil plus, but he's actually below that now. It's a good card, isn't it? Let's be honest. His agility and his balance are a touch on the low side, but if you improve that with a chem style, and you've got an absolute banger of a card there. There's no point dwelling on that because we all know how good he is. Rafa, there is a review on the channel, so if you want to go check that out again, feel free to do so. But I think you know what I'm going to say. High pace, high agility. You can have some fun with that card. Check out the review, though. There's a lot more to it. I do go a little bit, like, trying to get a date off him or something, but yeah, I take it too far, I think. But still, he is a solid card. Lucas Moura, 4-star, high medium. There is a better version, and I think I took a lot of stick from people who I criticise, saying that this card is good, but who cares because he has a shapeshifter, right? Well, Lucas Moura's card right now, if we go and have a look at his price, the 85 is currently coming in at around 100 and wow. So it just doesn't make any sense. This card as an 85 rated is between 160 and 190,000, right? Depending on your platform. The shapeshifter is 260, so only 70,000 coins more or less. It's actually between 260 and 300, so it can go upwards of about 140,000 more expensive. But the difference between the two is quite a stark contrast, really. You get an extra, with the shapeshifter, you get an extra 2 pace, you get an extra 3 shooting, 2 passing, 4 dribbling, 1 defending, and 5 physical. It is a relatively big upgrade. Now, the stamina on this card is trash, because you're going to be hammering it with acceleration and you're going to try to beat that back line time and time again. By the 60th minute, he's going to be conked out. You're going to need to make a sub. With the shapeshifter, you get 84 stamina, which is going to, okay, it's not going to improve it to the point where he can finish the whole game, I'm sure, but it's still going to give him more than enough to get into the maybe high 70s, low 80 minutes. So you are paying a lot more for that Shapeshifter, but I definitely think that Shapeshifter is a much better card and definitely worth that upgrade. But then again, if you don't have the coins for it, I suppose this is a nice middle ground. And that's kind of, it's something that I wish they'd do with like Ronaldo and Messi and Neymar and things like that. Those cards are expensive. How awesome would it be if they brought out an SBC that was like a, I don't know, an 85 rated Ronaldo? So you can still play with Ronaldo, but it's not obviously anywhere near as good as even the base Ronaldo, but it's still a version of Ronaldo. Because there's some people out there, myself included to a certain extent, you'll never get to play with Ronaldo. Doesn't matter how much you grind for it, doesn't matter how much you're trying to be sensible with your coins, you will never be able to afford to buy Ronaldo. So how awesome would it be to be able to have an 85 Ronaldo who's, decent but nowhere near as good as some of the higher rated versions, but at least you can still use Ronaldo. It would be really good. I know a lot of people are like, no mate, what are you talking about? But it does make sense, and I think a lot of people would benefit from that. I'd like it, I really would. Let's move on to Inaki Williams. This guy's got an insane price tag on him right now. I don't really know why. 94 acceleration, 97 sprint speed, very high finishing, sure, but just not that great in terms of balance, like awful balance actually. His agility is okay, but it's not amazing. It's got good physicals. It's a good card. It's just not like, it's not the 250,000 coins I think he's currently going for. I'm just going to check his price. He might have come down a little bit since then, but at the moment he's around 200k, which is a lot of money for an 86 rated inform that it's good, but it's not class, Anyway, moving on to Coman, 4-star skills, 3-star weak foot, medium low. Not sure on Coman's price actually. I would imagine he's fairly expensive, but again his stamina does definitely let him down. If you believe in composure, that's going to let him down as well. Personally, I don't really believe in it too much. I don't think it does anything, but it is what it is. His finishing is a touch on the low side as well, but those are the only negatives. You've got insane acceleration, sprint speed to boot. His passing is good as a building block, chem style to boost it. Great attack positioning, decent shot power, very good dribbling across the board. Ignore the composure. The only real sticking points for me are the physicals, just across the board in general. And then maybe that's it actually. I mean, his finishing is 80, it's a touch on the low side, sure, but I'm not that bothered by it. I think with the chem style again, maybe a Deadeye, for example, just boosting that finishing all the way up to 95 I think it would be. The positioning would go up to 99, and then you boost in that short passing and vision as well. You don't really need to boost the dribbling, to be honest. I mean, you can if you want, but you don't really need to. It's a good card. It's just a shame about that physical. It really is. Moving on, and that's it. No, we don't need to move on because that's the end of it. We can review Glatzel if you want, but I don't think he's a special item. That is a little bit irritating as well. Like, you have to fill that with a bronze card just for the sake of filling the squad. Just pick a random player from a random team of the week and whack it in there as a star player. That's all you need to do. Go take Lewandowski. Get him in there. Go give us I don't know, just anyone. Doesn't even have to be a star player. Go get Cuadrado and give us an inform. Just anything. Just anything. Anyway, star players for me, the ones that really stand out. Obviously, De Bruyne is the star player there. He's going to be really good. I think Pepe's going to be good. Lucas Moura is actually not a bad stepping stone if you can't afford the Shapeshifter. Nainggolan's going to be a good card, and Koulibaly's going to be a great defender. But sort of hidden gems, if you will. I do like the look of Funes Mori. I think he's got a lot to offer. He's already a better rated striker than he is rated on the card, which is nice. Makis, though, he's going to be a really good card. Both of those together, I would maybe not playing them together because that would be next to impossible, but both of those look like really good cards. I've already reviewed 3 of them, and Fraser, yeah, Rafa, yeah, decent, worth the pickups in my opinion, and I think just looking at it pure stats wise, just those 2 are the ones that stand out more than anything for me. This guy in particular, I don't know why. His skill moves are going to annoy me, but he is 6 foot, so take that with a pinch of salt. But he's just got really good building blocks for an 84. I am really excited to get that guy on the pitch and see what he's all about. Usually what happens in that case, he turns out to be trash, and the players that I look at are like, oh yeah, they look like Fraser, for instance. I looked at him and I was like, yeah, he's alright, but he doesn't look amazing. Took him on the pitch and actually had a lot of fun with him. Funes Mori looks really good, and I'll play with him, and he just won't feel as good. But either way, that's going to do it for your squad review. Let me know, are there any Team of the Week moments cards you're looking forward to picking up? If so, let me know down below. And of course, if you have picked any up, let me know how you got on with them and whether you plan to get any more. If you have enjoyed the video, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and until the next time, goodbye.
Football Index. The game changed. Download the app now.